So let me begin by saying thanks to all of you who've joined this community call number 9. Today is April 26th, and we have these calls every 26th of every month. We are, I guess we are all here for a reason. I'm sure it did not come just for us. The very reason why we're here is because we believe that the Starname could be a game changer in the adoption of the blockchain. So today, we've never been so close to do something that could radically change the usage of the blockchain and the use of the crypto assets. And we have been working for the usage of the blockchain going far beyond from a specific crypto community or the Starname community itself. We have been working on a product that everyone could use. We have been working on a product that makes it easy for anyone to send or receive a blockchain to receive a crypto asset, and as easy as sending an email. So here are the topics for today. We're going to talk about obviously mass adoption. We're going to talk about the usage of the use case of the Starname for donations. We're going to talk about communication and marketing strategy, or token economy. We're going to talk about exchange, and of course, this is an AMA, so we're going to answer the community's questions. So first of all, mass adoption. So let me just start by saying that now that crypto winter is over and prices of the token have significantly come up, there's a temptation to say that cryptos and blockchain are becoming massively adopted. But the reality is different. The crypto world is not available for most people. It is way too complex, very inaccessible, and because it is in our DNA to make this Starname universally accessible and widely adopted, we started with this building block, which is the Gmail access. So last week, we successfully did the soft launch of the Starname. So that means that anyone that has a Gmail account and G Drive can open the Starname manager and start using our names. It is a huge feature for the ecosystem, not only because it's probably one of the first times that people are able to access the blockchain just using their email account, but also because it's the building block of getting adoptions in many ways, and Gmail is just the starting point. So there's an important update about what we are doing. So we seek for success of the blockchain itself, but we also seek for an improvement in general in the world. So we've done this very important partnership with Alpha Omega Foundation, which is a French accelerator of social impact in France. Basically, what they do is they have people like drop out from schools, and they help them to go back to school. And they have many programs and many associations that help students to go back to school. What we do in this framework, we are able to help them receiving, thanks to their star name, any kind of cryptocurrency to fund some new programs. So this is a very important case for us, not only because it's good to do good things, but also to show that the star name has a very important impact, and it's very easy to use because most of the people who are giving to those foundations are not very crypto savvy. So it's very important. We wanted to talk about our communication and marketing strategy. We know that over the past few months, there's been a lot of questions raised about the communication strategy, the marketing strategy, and how we would be able to really spread the word about the star name. And today, it's important to say that we've done a very large amount of technologies since we started. And because the launch of the star name was pretty successful, we are now in a time where we want to spread the word. So we recently hired communication agencies called Unleashed. It's Glenn Cameron and Tom Esslinger. We are super happy to be working with them. These are the guys who are under a lot of very successful launch, not only in technology, but many other aspects of other industries that require mass adoption. And they are helping us to really reshape our key messages and key communications to be able to give the star name the mission that it's ready to embrace, which is make it widely adopted. Token burn and token economy. So over the few years, over the past 3 years, we have been really reshaping our token economy. The first time we introduced our token economy was in 2018. Back then, we created a token economy called the proof of values, and we have constantly adopted our token economy to people, to what people call the best practice of our industry. And we really want our token to reflect the real utility of the token we've created. So our token economy is really based on the use of the star name. Today, we see the importance of the balance between the amounts of star names sold and the number of tokens that exist. We think that it is time to proceed to another token burn. And the proposal for May 1st is to burn over 5 million IOV token, which corresponds to 4% of the supply. So I'm sure this is a question that's been raised many times. Last but not least, I'm sure guys here are going to be pretty excited about this. We are being listed on a new exchange. If you're familiar with the Cosmos technology, you probably know that Tendermint is coming with a new decentralized exchange. And we are super happy to be a supporter of this launch by being one of the first tokens listed on this exchange. For us, it has really a lot of meaning, not only because we are a supporter of the community, but also because we are very happy to be amongst the few tokens to start with this exchange and to embrace the same success that we're sure Gravity will have. So now it's time to answer all the questions that the community had. I'm gonna leave the answers to Steph, who is our product owner, as you guys know.
Hello, everyone. So I've grouped up the questions in topics because they always tend to gravitate towards the same 3 or 4 topics. So let's first start with what Karim just ended. There are always a few questions about the exchanges, and interestingly enough, the first question was, do you plan to list IOV on the Gravity DEX? Well, and the second one, is there a centralized or decentralized exchange that you would like to get listed on? As Karim said, yes, definitely. The objective is pretty simple here. We intend to be listed on the Gravity DEX on day 1. So that's ambitious, but we are very close to it, and we think we are will be able to do it without too much trouble. So there were the 2 only questions about the exchanges. Now we have a few questions about marketing and communication. So someone asked when some marketing, and it's true that we've been a bit lagging there. And as Karim said, we are working on this transition right now towards better communication. And it's really an important focus on the team right now. It's probably the main one. Another question is, I noticed that many coins are advertised via Twitter by influencers. Have you thought about this form of advertising? Definitely, social platforms are today's go-to place for marketing, as their ability to target audiences is unprecedented. With the right influencers, you can really make a difference. But these things are not automatic. When you see ads and support from influencers on Instagram or on Twitter, it's usually part of an overall communication strategy. And this is exactly what we've been working on right now with the Unleashed team with Tom and Glenn. So expect to see something in the future. The strategy is not defined yet. Someone would like to see 10 or 5-step plan on how the IOV team will initiate the spreading of star names around the crypto ecosystem. Would that be possible? Why or why not? Well, what everything's possible is usually just a matter of money and time. But you will see that this is our main focus right now. However, the targeted audience is more ambitious than just the crypto ecosystem, like Karim said. We are targeting mass adoption. We're targeting regular audiences, not just crypto-friendly ones. But at the same time, and on the other end of the spectrum, we are going to work more and more in targeting the Cosmos ecosystem. So mass adoption on one side, the Cosmos ecosystem on the other side. It's a bit like we are attacking the space by its 2 extremities, the non-crypto and our own blockchain ecosystem. So we feel that it's the very beginning maybe of our strategy, but it's very sound because the 2 extremities will join and will cover a very large audience. Someone asked about the Starname subreddit. Recently was acquired by Ethereum Flow, and I started to gain traction. Would the IOV team be able to list the Starname Reddit on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap? The request has been sent to update both websites. We can't provide a timeline at the moment for when they will be updated because it's obviously outside of our reach, but we're definitely on it. We'll follow up with them if within a week they haven't updated the websites. Let's move on to Starname features. Usually a pretty heavy topic among the questions because the community is passionate. They want to see more out of Starnames, more use case, more everything. So someone asked about the G Drive integration. Any news? All right, Karim talked about it, about the soft release. But you're right about the delay. It took longer than than anticipated. And the reason, one of the reasons is that on top of the Gmail Drive functionality to get easy access to the crypto world, we've decided to bundle this with a free Starname promotion. So when someone comes in and log in with the Gmail functionality, we are going to offer them a free Starname. But we initially thought that it'd be easy, but it was a bit more complex than anticipated to give free Starnames in a decentralized architecture. So what we ended up doing was keeping Gmail under for a while to be able to release the two features at the same time. And in the end, it played in our favor because one of the first things that the Unleashed guys told us when we started working with them was to hold our guns, because the Gmail is big communication bullet, and that we have here. So they didn't want this to go to waste. My guess is that we are going to use this to start something big. So right now we just did a soft release. What does a soft release means? It means that if you ask us, we'll give you access to the feature. So just drop us a line and we'll give you access to the feature. So you can register with Gmail and get your free Starname. Next feature is, will you be able to sell Starname? So obviously, as you guys know, today it's definitely possible to buy a Starname. As for selling them, once you bought them, we would need a marketplace for that. It's a big endeavor to build, and we want to do it rather sooner than later. But most likely, it will be our next big ticket item after the listing on the Gravity Dex. So Gravity Dex 1, marketplace maybe 2 or 3, depending on the evolution of things, but it's high on our priority list right now. Next question: what features are planned to be added to Starname? So we are going to talk about it. We talked about it, but the second part of the question was, will there be a Starname in Russian too? So that's an interesting one. So let me try to guess the true meaning of the question. If we're talking about adding Cyrillic characters to Starname, it's something we thought about, but due to security reasons and characters mix up, we kept the Latin alphabet for now. For example, this is the same reason why we don't support emojis. Nevertheless, if we're talking about front-facing WhatsApp in Russian, the good news is that we implemented a few weeks back a multi-language framework that makes it easy to translate. All we need is someone to take our text and translate it into Russian. So if you would like to volunteer and translate our website, we will send anybody all the text to translate, and then we just have to plug it into our database, and we'll have a drop-down where you will be able to read our website in Russian. Dogecoin, the hype of today's markets. When will Dogecoin be available to use with Starname? Very soon. We are working on it. As you know, Starname is a pretty universal blockchain, so adding coins is not that complex. So because it was very popular, we thought this would be a good idea to kind of hack the hype. So we are adding Dogecoin to our list of coins. I would expect the release to come within a week, maybe 2. Yeah. Maybe our CTO will kill me if he listens to this, but no pressure here, Dave. Are there any outline plans for the use of the community pool? Is there a specific governance process for the community pool? So there's no community tax. So there are no plans for the community pool. The community pool is only funded by donations to it. Anyone can donate to the pool, and once there are funds in the pool, they can be spent via on-chain proposal, exactly the same kind of proposal that we are running for the burn of the tokens, because we don't just burn the tokens. The governance has to approve the burns, so that would be the same mechanism here. Are there any plans to create more up-to-date informational content? Yes, it's definitely part of our marketing push. So we'll do that. Text, video, articles. My guess is that we'll touch them all. But Starname being fully integrated into Kepler for sending and receiving from the extension. This kind of work is always a bit delicate because this is not our work. We have to go and knock at the door of Kepler and ask them to do it. So it's not in the works right now, but definitely something we can push them to do. We would have to get into an agreement with them. So maybe we'll look into that. Just as a note, it's already the case for Cosmos Station. They fully integrate Starname. You can send and receive cryptos using Starname. It's a bit buried in the functionalities of Cosmos Station, but experienced users will definitely find it, and we'll get in touch with them to make it more visible in the future. The same way we are planning on being more present in the Cosmos ecosystem. So that's one of the things that should be possible. Any plans to get IOV added to the IRISnet ComSwap? What about WIOV to secret sub for lower fee Cosmos-based bridge options? Definitely not at the moment. As we said, our focus is with the Gravity DEX, which kind of solve all those issues mentioned there. So that's why we are focusing on this decentralized exchange in which we believe, and we also believe that being among the first player here will be a key feature for Starname. When would the next roadmap possibly come out? We are looking at publishing one in the next couple of weeks, because as you said, the current roadmap is coming to an end. And coming to an end means we've checked all the marks there. Yes, we were a bit late with G Drive, but we decided to push that away for our communication purposes. Everything else done. So yes, we are due for a new roadmap, so expect one. What is the possibility of a contacts book on Kepler and Cosmos Station for all the usernames of people you know? That's a very good idea. And not so much for Kepler or Cosmos Station, as a matter of fact. We think it's a very good idea for Starname Manager, that we want to be the central place for you to manage your contacts and everything. So maybe something we'll do once usage picks up and we can see how people are using the manager. We plan on implementing user behavior tracking just to make sure that the people are going to the right screens at the beginning of the adoption and the influx of new users. It's always a prime time for doing this kind of analytics. Will it be possible to start a referral program from the community? Meaning if someone gets another blockchain to integrate Starname username into their wallets or website, will there be a reward? We've been thinking about some kind of reward already, because we really appreciate the work the community does for us right now. A fully fledged program ID, probably too ambitious, but maybe some honor badges that we could deliver in communication operations to our valuable members is something that we are considering at the time. Because, you know, it's good to have a community. I think it's even better to acknowledge the work they do for you. I wouldn't call this a very incentive mechanism, even though some people love to have badges, but the recognitions will be there, that's for sure. So Gabriela is working on this on the side, and yeah, maybe some badges. Well, we'll see. If you guys have ideas of the type of badges that we could deliver, that would be great. We are open for ideas there. What's the team position on creating a proposal to found another team of people to work on other application regarding Starname? Just so to let you know, if you know people who are interested or are part of a team, we have grants available for teams coming with a good project that would contribute to the Starname ecosystems. So the grants are in IOV tokens, and we have a pool dedicated for that. So we are always welcoming with open arms, good ideas, good projects, and we are ready to fund them. Are there any possibilities to see Tendermint running a validator for the Starname blockchain? That would be a nice promotional opportunity, as well as acknowledgement from them on your work. It's funny you mention it, because Tendermint has been working on setting up a validator node on our testnet these last few weeks. We actually spoke to them last week because we thought it was taking a bit of time to set up a validator, but the reality is that they are testing a running validator as a service with us. They maybe not going to validate by themselves, but do it as a service. So it's something they are exploring right now, and we're actually happy to be among the few ones picked for testing. It's good to be supported by the Cosmos ecosystem, and we truly believe it's going to help us, reach another dimension with the Starname. And I believe this is ending the Q&A as well as our AMA. We thank you very much for attending this session, and as you know, the next 26th of May, 3 p.m., same channel, same hour, maybe a different channel. You'll see that we have something up our sleeves, but we'll keep you posted. Thank you.